Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what we're hearing right now could be a game changer for the Steelers, offense, and the entire AFC North. Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could send Calvin Ridley from the Tennessee Titans to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if this deal goes through, it's going to send shockwaves through the division, especially considering how the Steelers' offense could benefit from such a move. Let's break down what's happening. The Titans, sitting at 0-2 and struggling offensively, are reportedly open to trading Ridley, a wide receiver with a track record that's hard to ignore. He's not just any receiver. Ridley is a proven playmaker capable of stretching defenses and creating big plays after the catch. The Titans are prioritizing shoring up their offensive line after allowing 10 sacks in just 2 games, which has made it clear they're in rebuild mode and need to free up cap space and draft capital. Ridley, valued at around a $19 million cap hit for the Titans, is seen as a prime piece to move, especially since they're looking to maximize picks for future rebuilds. Meanwhile, the Steelers are sitting pretty with about $25 million in cap space, and they've always been in the market for a receiver who can step in and be a true difference maker. Their current WR2, rated at a PFF grade of 72.0, isn't exactly setting the world on fire, and that's where Ridley could be a perfect fit. The Steelers' coaching staff and front office see a lot of potential in Ridley, especially within their offensive scheme, which emphasizes speed, route running, and yards after the catch. And let's not forget, Pittsburgh's offense has been good but not great so far, and adding a receiver of Ridley's caliber could elevate the entire attack. Now, just imagine the impact. Ridley's addition could mean an extra 100 yards per game through the air, and an increase of roughly 12% in EPA, expected points added, which is a fancy way of saying the offense becomes more efficient and explosive. His speed allows him to stretch the field, opening up running lanes for Najee Harris and other playmakers. His ability to gain an extra 150 yards after the catch, as he's done in past seasons, would turn second and long situations into manageable third downs. The Steelers could see their passing game become more dynamic, making defenses think twice before stacking the box against Najee. And let's talk about the big picture here. For Ridley, this isn't just about a new team. It's an opportunity to revitalize his career after some injury setbacks in 2024. When healthy, Ridley has shown he can be a top-tier receiver, with a career tally of around 500 yards and 35 touchdowns. His yards per reception hover around 18-1, and he's known for 0 drops, which is huge in Pittsburgh's scheme that values reliable hands. His history of yards after catch, over 150 yards more per trade, suggests he's a weapon who can turn short passes into big gains, much like the kind of player Steelers fans love to see. Plus, coming from a team like the Titans, where he's been underutilized, a change of scenery could unlock even more of his potential. What's most exciting is how this move could impact the Steelers' Super Bowl odds. Currently, they're sitting at around +80, but with Ridley in the fold, some betting experts believe those odds could tighten to around +500. That's a significant jump, and it reflects how much a player like Ridley can be an X-factor, stretching defenses and forcing opponents to game plan differently. It could also boost their chances of making a deep playoff run, with an estimated increase of about 8% in their probability of winning in January. Now, some fans might ask, is this really the move the Steelers need? Well, considering the current state of their offense, absolutely. Pittsburgh has a solid core with Kenny Pickett developing nicely and Najee Harris still a workhorse, but they've lacked that game-breaking receiver who can create chaos on every play. Ridley's speed and ability to make defenders miss after the catch could be the piece that elevates the entire offense from good to great. And with Tomlin's coaching staff known for maximizing their players' talents, Ridley could quickly adapt and become a central piece of their attack. Of course, there are questions about chemistry and fit, but given Ridley's skill set and his history of rebounding from injuries, the Steelers would be getting a player with a high ceiling. His potential to add over 150 yards after the catch per game, combined with Pittsburgh's disciplined, physical style of play, makes this a move that could be a game changer for the franchise. Plus, the psychological boost for the team and fans would be immense, knowing that the Steelers are not just competing but actively upgrading their roster to chase another Super Bowl. As for the Titans, trading Ridley makes sense. They're looking to rebuild and maximize draft picks, especially with a record of just 0-2 and an offense that's been struggling to find consistency. Their focus on shoring up the offensive line after allowing 10 sacks in 2 games shows they're prioritizing protecting their future quarterback, possibly a young talent they're developing. Moving Ridley now, while his value is high, could be a smart strategic move, especially considering their cap situation and the need for draft capital. In the grand scheme, this potential trade symbolizes a shift in the AFC North landscape. The Steelers, always hungry for that Super Bowl glory and known for their tough, disciplined style, could be getting a piece that pushes them closer to the ultimate prize. Ridley's speed and playmaking ability fit perfectly into their identity, an offense that's looking to be more explosive, more unpredictable, and more lethal. If this deal happens, it's not just a roster upgrade. It's a statement that the Steelers are serious about competing now and into the future, especially with some of their key players hitting their prime. So fans, what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility of Ridley wearing the black and gold? Do you believe he can be the missing piece that takes this Steelers offense to new heights? The AFC North is already competitive, but with this kind of upgrade, Pittsburgh could be the team to beat. And remember, the NFL season is unpredictable, but one thing is for sure, the Steelers never back down from a challenge, and they're always looking for ways to get better. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if this trade materializes, it'll be a boost not just for this season, but for the future of the franchise. Ridley's presence would add a new dimension to the Steelers' offense, forcing defenses to respect the deep ball and opening up running lanes. It's a move that could help Kenny Pickett grow into a more confident quarterback, knowing he has a legitimate weapon on the outside who can be a true game changer. The Steelers have always been about building through the draft, but smart trades like this can accelerate their window of contention, especially if Ridley can stay healthy and regain his top form. And let's not forget, this kind of move also sends a message to the division. The Ravens and Browns are always tough, but the Steelers, with their rich history and a roster hungry for redemption, could make a bold statement with a move like this. It's about reestablishing their dominance and laying the groundwork for a serious Super Bowl push. Fans have every reason to be excited. This is the kind of news that energizes the entire Steel City. Of course, as with any trade, there are risks. Injuries, chemistry, adapting to a new scheme, these are all factors to consider. But if Ridley can stay healthy, his track record suggests he's capable of elevating any offense he's part of. Steelers fans know how much a talented receiver can change the dynamic of a team, and Ridley's speed and yards after catch ability are exactly what this offense needs to become more explosive. The potential is enormous, and the Steelers are no strangers to making bold moves to chase greatness. So as we wait for official confirmation, one thing is clear. If this trade goes through, it's going to be a huge boost for the Steelers' Super Bowl aspirations. It could be the move that pushes them over the edge, that makes the rest of the league sit up and take notice. Pittsburgh has always been about resilience, toughness, and smart football, and adding a player like Ridley fits right into that identity. The next few weeks will be critical, but Steelers Nation, you should be fired up. Big things are happening, and we're here to bring you every update, every scoop, and every bit of the excitement as it unfolds. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Steelers news. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's go Steelers.